So we're going to make our project for today in black and whites and some colors. What I have done is I have printed out the blocks in black and white. You can draw them if you don't have a computer program that will make this for you. And I'm going to put the block into a cheap page protector. You want to use the cheapo page protector because it'll be easier for you to erase the dry erase pens. I'm going to use two different colors. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw the main seam lines. This will identify the block as 4 main patches. With another color, I'm going to highlight for you the secondary seam lines, and this is just vertical and horizontal. I'm going to extend the lines now all the way out to the edges of the block. Now I will count the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4. To make this block easily, you will want to have the patches, which are the finished size, not the cut size, the finished size, which is the size of the patch after you stitch each side. You want all the patches to work into increments of 4, because you have 4 across and 4 down. So if I made each of these finished patches 1 inch, it would be a 4-inch by 4-inch finished block. Some people like to work with miniatures. That's a little too small for me. So now let's try it with 2 inches. 2, 4, 6, 8 by 8. That will work. If you wanted to make this 3 inches, 3, 6, 9, 12, this would also work as a 12-inch block. If you go any larger, it would probably look disproportionate to your eye. To further go into the block to decide what sizes to cut the pieces, this space here takes up 2. If I took this line, I could cut this piece 2.5 by 4.5. Where do I get the 4.5? With quilter's math, you add 1/4 inch to each side of your finished piece, and that is your cut size. So quilters will intermingle their lingo when they're talking to cut and finish size. So if you're saying this is 2 by 4, that would be the finished size. 2.5 by 4.5 would be the unfinished size. I'm going to use a technique that I'll show you that's called connector squares. And that's going to make this triangle piece very, very easy, because you're going to use a square instead of trying to cut a triangle and sew on the bias. So we can take this. This could also be the same size, 2.5 by 4.5 inch piece. The connector squares are determined if you took the square and stitching it on the diagonal, it would be half. And you'll see a little more clearly when we start laying out the block. If you wanted to make this block, for example, in 9 inches, you would divide 9, which is the finished size, by 4 components. And that's going to give you 2.25. When you add the seam allowance, you would be cutting 2 3/4 inches. Most quilters are not going to like cutting that 1/4 inch. Quilters seem to like round numbers, and it would be 2 inches, 2.5, 3 inches. Once you start getting into the 1/4 inch, those of us that don't particularly see so good will make some mistakes in cutting. So you want to try to stay with something that you can easily cut, 2 or 2.5. So we'll make this block in 8 inches.